Good evening, this is your Psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. I want you all to sit back and relax and let's look into the looking glass for the next few months ahead. I hope you're all keeping well in these trying times. And yes, guys, it's been pretty heavy. But we are going to do it. We are going to hold our heads up high. We are going to walk through this storm. And we are going to realise that there's two realities going on this planet right now. And what we need to do is we need to navigate by holding our own and keeping our feet firmly on the ground. All right? Because times are changing. We are living in a crossover which is going into New Earth. So I'm going to wait for my crystal ball to fog over and we're going to see what different timelines are coming in. And I hope you're all keeping well. And let's see what's happening. Okay. Right. In one of my last world predictions, I had mentioned about that there would be a scandal with the US news channel. It might have been a little while ago when I had predicted this. And as you know, just recently we've had Rupert Murdoch with a massive 787 million settlement that he's had to pay out. So I believe that I did predict this scandal and I believe there's more to come. As everything hypes up with the show, with the movie, what's going on in the US, I want to say that it doesn't look too good for Trump, okay? I feel very, very strongly that this movie is possibly going to go on until mid-June, July, and even into the fall. But there's a big twist with this, guys, and you need to understand that everybody who is in the limelight at the moment, they're in it for a reason. People sign soul contracts to come onto this earth, to do their job, to do what they need to do. And sometimes they can be, a little bit not going along with everybody else. But it takes a strong character to change systems. And I just believe that Trump has been playing his part. And I don't believe that his journey is over with yet. But what I do believe is, and I did predict this, that there would be a divide within the Republican Party and things would start crumbling, things would start dividing, and that's been happening. We've been witnessing that. But I do believe that they will get him on money, tax and money, okay? And I did say that there could be possibly a problem with Trump Tower to do with definitely to do with money. So they're going to get him on that. Okay. But I want to say that when there's an event and it's something to take place, I'm not sure if it's an explosion or something where there's going to be reporters, it's going to be all over world news. It's either an explosion or something. And it looks like the streets of New York, or it could be a subway. But I'm also seeing something near a bridge. Watch for around about that time. There's going to be big news. And I also see big names and arrests. Also, I'm feeling that there's going to be more scandals to come out with Michael Cohen and Trump. So watch for that. Okay? And also Giuliani. So the movie's not over with yet, guys. Okay? Okay, what else am I saying? Now soon it's on St. George's Day, we've got the UK. We're going to get an ABS alert system. And I believe, don't quote us, I think Japan's had it. I'm not sure if Canada's had it. I know Australia, I believe they've had it, or it's to come. But I just feel that there's a lot more countries to get this. Okay, I don't know if France has had it or not. You'll have to comment on the link below if that's the case and you know otherwise than me. But I'm seeing a lot more emergency broadcast announcements coming. So my understanding is, okay, and you don't have to be psychic to know this, that there's something going on. And it's as if like they're prepping with for something. So I want to say for all my UK neighbours that we need to prep, we need to stay vigilant, and also we could also have crazy weather. I see a lot of rain, and I did predict this last year that there could be some crazy weather, storms, that type of thing. So remember Mother Gaia, she's changing as well. Everything's changing. So some things are natural, some things aren't. But you can just sort of feel it in the air, guys, can't you? There's something not quite right. But watch for scandals coming out with Parliament. And I'm also seeing Boris's face, and he's going to be all over news there, all over news. I did predict in one of my last world predictions that Harry would go to the coronation, but not Meghan. And that's, as you know, that's just recently happened. And I feel very, very strongly that there's going to be big world news or events around about that time. We've got the strange solar eclipse, what's coming up soon. And I just feel there's a lot of movement going on with the planets, which doesn't seem to look too good around the coronation. But that doesn't mean anything's going to happen. I believe that it will go ahead. But I just watch for big news, okay? And it's around about that time. And as I say this, I'm showing streets. When I say streets, it looks like inbuilt area somewhere like London or Paris. And it sort of reminds us a bit like Grand Theft Auto, where there's sort of like people running around and sort of ammunition, that type of thing. I'm getting a very strange feeling. So if this doesn't come off around about that time, it's near that time. Okay, so you need to watch for that. Okay, what else am I saying? Okay. Right, so I'm going to concentrate a lot on Russia tonight because I feel it's as if it's all coming to a peak. Okay. I'm keep getting trade and it's coming in very, very strong. And we are on the edge, guys. We are on the edge of the changeover. I've been saying this for a while, that the old system has fallen and they are going to build a new system. I said this long ago. I said this when we were coming out of Brexit. I said that had to happen. It was part of the plan. But I'm just feeling that there's something building up here. Okay. So we've got Russia. And as you know, the West has been sending in reinforcements over there. And Putin, as you know, has put his line up. Okay, he's put this line up. He's taken over part of Ukraine. And the question is, will he go any further? Will he go any further? Now, I know there's been recent reports from the Kremlin, and it's been on news, that he has been visiting areas, is it near North Crimea? Is it Tucson or somewhere? And I keep being shown documents here. Remember, all documents. Documents is coming out very, very strong. And as you know, we've had the recent news, which I did predict, okay, that there would be something coming out soon to do with documents leaked. And we've had the Air Force young guardsman, 21-year-old Jack, is it Tazara? With the Pentagon leaks, okay? And I see that this is possibly, it's something to do with Ukraine and war in Russia, okay? But I did predict that something was coming out about this, okay? And I said that I believe that everything what's happened so far, I believe that there's more to it. It's like a cover-up. I'm seeing this really strong. I mean, if that's the case and he has got a hold of this, the way he's got a hold of it, it just shows that the security is not very strong on a 21-year-old guardsman getting a hold of this. There's more to it, guys. You know, when you can just smell a rat. But as you know, this is already revealed. Special forces have been, you know, on the boots on the ground in Ukraine. So it's as if that they've not wanted something out to do with these documents. And I did do something on this. I predicted that there was boots on the ground over there. I'm sure I did a remote viewing on this. You'd have to check it back. It might have been on one of my old Twitch shows or something like that. Or one of my past, I think it was a remote viewing show I did. But I did say that Russia would take back part of this land. I did say this. And it's to do with old document papers going back to WW2. It's going back, okay? I've got this vision of Putin and he's standing there with these document papers. So why wouldn't they want this out? Because this has just been recently reported, okay, that the documents could contain something to do with Ukraine and war Russia. Why wouldn't they want this out to do with boots on the ground? It's very, very strange. Very, very strange. So I believe that everything's starting to piece together like a jigsaw puzzle here. Okay? So I'm believing very, very strongly that he's going to take 3 more cities. Or he's going to try and take 3 more cities. So watch for this to come out on World News. And I'm getting, his plan is to take at least 6 or 7, maybe 7. But his downfall, I'm getting the 3rd and the 4th. Now, I don't know if that's, when I look at this and I'm seeing this into this crystal ball, I don't know if that's the 3rd of a month or the 4th of a month, okay? Or it's the 3rd attempt or the 4th attempt. That is going to be his downfall. There'll be big news around about that time. I did say a little while ago, I kept getting something like James Bond. And I'm getting it again tonight, guys. Spies, like James Bond. It's all about spies. Watch for all this to come out on World News about different spies and different whistleblowers. This is huge, guys, huge. So, what is his plan? What is Putin's plan? Remember, this is an information war. I want you to remember documents. And I'm getting that young man, Jack Tezara. Okay. So I believe that the recent visitations near the north of Crimea with Putin, I don't believe that was Putin. They're showing us it's like 2 Putins in this crystal ball. I believe that was a body double who was visiting there. So where is he? Where is he? Let me see. I'm seeing underground in Russia. That's what I'm getting. And I'm getting this is entirely choreographed and staged. All right. What else am I seeing? I'm seeing China. Okay, China's coming out really, really strong, and I'm getting the word Jed's given us it, key broker. It's like they want to end the war. They want to end the war, not start the war. They want to end the war because it's about trade, guys. Now, as you know, recently we've had, is it the Brazilian president? He's been visiting China. And he's just recently made a statement, okay, to the US to stop encouraging the war in Ukraine. Okay. And then also we've got the EU, right, is also being, they made a statement encouraging peace. Okay. Right, I'm getting this, and I'm getting Macron. Macron is bouncing out of this crystal ball. And as you know, there's been a lot of riots over there, and I see more riots to come. And I just think it's the uprising of the people. There's more strikes to come in the UK and Europe and France. And prices are rising, you know, inflation. It's all very, very strange. It's all about money, guys. It's all about money. But I'm actually seeing Macron, right? I see his face, and I've seen him working with China. And I'm getting the word negotiations. I'm saying this. I see negotiations up against the US. It's all about negotiations. Watch for this round about June, July. Around about the time it's going to get very heated, very, very heated on the political front around Trump and all these lawsuits. Round about the time there's also going to be some huge news there coming out to do with somebody next to Trump or somebody up against Trump. It's a slimish guy, so watch for that. Palish face. Okay. Tell you who else I'm seeing as well, it's really, really strange. I'm seeing Mike Pillows. So there's going to be some odd news coming out about him as well. That's strange. So yeah, I'm getting negotiations. So summer, watch for Macron, all the world news by the summer. But this is going to cause chaos, guys, because it's not going for the plan. Remember, everybody's playing their part, but everybody's got free will. And I'm seeing a massive divide. Okay? And I don't feel Ukraine and the allies are going to comply. Guys, the cockroaches are all coming out. And it's all about old documents and documents. I want you to remember that. Right. It's as if that Russia's wanting something about rights to do with documents going back to WW2. Then I'm also getting something here. It's about documents tonight and negotiations and trade. I'm getting the lost documents. The documents that the FBI were trying to find where they raided Mr. T's house. And I'm getting paid off. Something about paid off. I want you to remember that. It's coming out really strong. Hush money and paid off. That's coming out really strong. Really strange. So they said that they were trying to find the documents. Well, that's what they said. The lost documents. And I said this a little while ago. They're trying to find something. They're panicking about something. And this is going to blow the cat out of the bag. Are these documents what they arrested this young man with? Because I believe that's connected, but I believe there's more. There's more, guys. Russia will not give up on Crimea. They will not give it up. So watch for Crimea all over world news soon. And I see an uprising with the people over there as well. What I'm getting here is the plan for the good guys is they want negotiations. There's a healing. There's an angelic energy what's coming across Earth at the moment, trying to rid all this darkness. Okay? But I don't believe this is going to go down well with Putin. I'm getting this really strong. I am feeling China holds the key. China holds the key. What takes place over the next couple of months, China holds the key. It's as if I'm seeing China gathering in allies in Europe to gain power for peace, not war. But the media might not put that out. It's the darkness what wants this war. The media wants this, the drama, the war. The media that is making the money. It's really strange. And I'm getting Biden's brownie points will not serve him well in the end. Remember, I do prophecies as well when I'm scrying. I'm also I'm seeing G7 and it's bouncing out of this crystal ball. And it's going to all be all over world news. That could be over the next couple of weeks, but more so into the late spring, summer. And August is massive, guys. August, September. Massive to do with this. Because there's going to be worry to do with trade. This is why we all need to prep. Okay. I see China supporting not just the East, but the West. There's going to be a flip over. It's like everyone's flipping. And I'm seeing a lot of diplomats. I'm not seeing battlefields. There will be a big battlefield. There'll be 2. But what's coming over stronger is diplomatic energy. That's what's coming out. And I believe this is the plan. This is going to get all diffused. And it could drag on until June, July. All right, what else am I saying? I'm getting the Middle East is going to take the stage. Okay. And I'm feeling possibly there could be a problem where not just with 2 countries, but with 3. Remember, it's all part of the movie, guys. I'm getting the 3rd of July. I want you to remember that. And I'm getting the 9th, the 14th and the 15th. But that doesn't mean the 9th, the 14th and the 15th is July. I normally look on no more than 2 years. So take note of this. But sometimes I can read a year out. But I feel this is close this year. No later than next. So Donbass, is it Donbass, will be Putin's failure. And an event. I'm also seeing an event in sea. I see fire in sea. I've said this before. Oh, I've just seen President Biden and he's saluting. And there's going to be like military plane. And I'm hearing the last post. And I'm seeing sadness. And I'm not sure if it's to do with the bringing deceased off a plane or it's something completely different. But it could also be around about that time there's something to do where there could be soldiers that could happen to. At the same time, there's going to be a gathering, like a military gathering. Round about that time, there will be court problems in big news and around Trump. I want you to remember that. Okay. So where I'm feeling that you've got something what's going to take place with 3 countries connected around the Middle East, well, there's going to be problems. I see Putin's going to go in at the same time. He's going to go in from 2 directions, not just one direction, to do with Donbass. And if it's not Donbass, it's next to there. Remember, he's going to try and conquer another 3 cities. But I'm getting the 5th and the 6th. I'm also getting 7 and 10. So again, I don't know if that's the 7th or the 10th. And it's to do with this strike. I want you to remember that. I'm seeing thousands of troops, guys. I just get, like that incident what took place in Ireland, in Northern Ireland, and I think it was called Bloody Sunday. I'm getting a situation like that, and it's going to be across world headlines. And this is to do with Ukraine, okay? This is like the finale of it all. I want to send healing and blessings and put protection around all troops who are being used in this operation. That's what I believe. So it's a build-up what's happening, and I'm getting May and June, end of May, June. We could, there's different timelines. I'm not saying this is definite, but I worry that we could have cyber or power cuts. So I want to say prep, guys. And this is the reason why we are having these EBSs. Okay. Now, as you know, recently, Egypt has reversed their secret plan where they were going to give 40,000 rockets to Russia, or they had done some, right? after talks, okay, with top US officials. This is what's recently come out. And it's like they switch sides. So instead, they're going to make and send artillery, this is via Washington, to Ukraine. So Egypt, guys, is also switched sides. Watch for France, watch for Egypt. When I say France, I'm on about this is all to do with trade. This is all about money. Everybody's out for protecting their own. And I keep getting this song, The Eye of the Tiger. The Eye of the Tiger. And there's a lot of karmic energy, unrested. It's all coming to the forefront this year. So I said Egypt would come into play, and I said this in one of my previous world predictions. And that is another reason why US officials visited Cairo, and I believe that was at the end of February or March. So they were pushing Egypt into the direction with Ukraine. It's chess, guys. It's all chess that what we're in. Okay. What else am I saying? So I'm feeling the 12th is coming out and the 29th, and I'm getting something to do with Moscow in Egypt. And I did say in one of my previous world predictions that there would be problems with trade with Egypt because it's about grain as well. I'm getting something to do with grain, right? It's about trade in grain and money. So watch for a change in direction, which I previously did say. I'm still seeing this in the crystal ball tonight, where there would be attacks in Ukraine and it's going to be in a different direction. I hope this doesn't happen, but I'm feeling there's something about Egypt where I feel I want to put protection around Egypt. So there's a change in direction, and I feel this could affect Moscow will try and attack Egypt, or there'll be problems. I'm not saying it's literally, it could have something to do with trade. Watch for change. Tracking. Problems, cyber. I see cargo ships stuck. Okay, and as you know, there's been large quantities of Ukraine grain has recently been blocked as well over the last couple of months. So again, grain, and I'm getting also problems with grain. It's coming out here really, really strong to do with from the east and the east. So Egypt's going to be affected. And this is where I'm getting Africa. Africa's going to step in here. In China, in India. And they're going to take the lead. I'm seeing new trade deals by 2024. And I did predict this will create a new bridge of economy. Putin has been playing his part, just like Trump. And it's all part of the karmic debt. Everybody comes here to Earth to play their part, to change society, be it either good or bad. Remember, in the eyes of God, there's no good or bad. We're all part of the same source. We are puppets. We are puppets. And we are here in school. We are the avatars here in school. So nobody is immune to this. But some people come to this world to play a bigger part. This is a wake up, guys. We have to decide what we need to do. So it's not just about the leaders, it's about the voice of people. It's biblical, guys, that we're in. It's biblical. What else am I saying? So where Putin falls, that'll be where his journey will end. And this is where a new economy will take place in Europe, will affect the dollar. Okay, I want you to remember that. And this will take place to come forth with new earth. So I have previously predicted that Russia will turn against China. I'm seeing this all unfold. And WW3 will not be the West against the East. It will be the East against the East. I want you to remember that. Everyone is playing their part. I'm getting trade with China. It's coming out very strong. No man will conquer the bear. The bear will hibernate. The bear will hibernate. And the man with the speech impediment in the United States of America, and the woman with the face as white as snow, and the blondish hair or light brown hair with a loud voice, will create new America and also take the lead to help every country to heal and to create new Russia. I hope that's helped, guys. Stay safe, be strong. We are in the great spiritual awakening, and we will rise. We will rise through this storm. Hope you keep well, and I'll see you all again soon. And may the force be with you all. Rising up, back on the streets. Did my time, took my chances. I think I'm stuck on end screen. Guys, I need to stop doing this astral travelling. I keep getting stuck in the cloud. But anyway, I'm stuck on my end screen. So don't forget, subscribe to my channel and press the bell for new updates. Us fairies, you know, we're always getting up to mischief. See you all soon. Bye now.